What's going on, guys? I am starting a vlog at night, which is pretty different for what I do. I'll explain. We're at Canyon de Chelly, I think they call it. I think that's finally what I figured out they call it. And we've just finished shooting sunset. And it looks like the situation for star photography is gonna be perfect tonight. So we're car camping tonight. Got a mat. I'm gonna sleep in the back of the Jeep here. And yeah, we're gonna take star photos, sunrise, and then maybe have a sunset location tomorrow too. So yeah, starting a vlog in the middle of the night.
Waiting and you drive in the dark, nobody home.
We've been hanging out and waiting for it to get dark, and it's dark. But we've also been waiting for the moon to go down because the moon was up. And you get better stars with the moon lower or non-existent. But the reason we're waiting until this exact moment is just because you want a little bit of moon in your star photos. Otherwise, you don't get any light on the landscape. And so we've waited until the exact moment of 10:30, which is 2 hours before moonset. And we're hoping that the moonlight will be enough to light up the canyon right at Spider Rock. So I don't vlog star photography very much because you can't really film in the dark and it's hard to do B-roll in the dark. But I'm going to walk down to the canyon and hopefully make a photo. I think star photography in general, settings-wise, is really easy. I usually just go f2.8, ISO 3200 for 30 seconds, and then make adjustments from there. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Wading through your pond in the yard where you shimmer and glow, and I wonder if I should go, but you wanted me to stay, and I feel like I should go.
Okay, just getting my shoes off and getting into bed. I'm filming this on the GoPro 360. In case you're wondering why it looks so strange. Somebody asked me a while ago if the Jeep was big enough to sleep lengthways. So we're about to find out. I'm 6 feet tall. If I got my feet against the back, I lay back, nope, it's not big enough. My head is leaning against the chair. I'll bet you though, if I push the chair up, I could. But regardless, even just if you sleep on your side, tons of room back here. And yeah, I'm ready for bed. Got a pretty simple setup in the back of the Jeep. Camera gear, cooler full of snacks. And yeah, I think I'm ready for bed. The star photos didn't go the way I hoped, just because there was a massive shadow cast at the bottom of the spire. I think if I would have gone about a half an hour or an hour earlier, it would have been perfect. So I'm a little bit choked, but the situation was perfect. And hopefully it's good at sunrise too. And said sunrise is like 7 hours away. I've got my sleeping bag, which is a -10-degree sleeping bag. It's supposed to be -10 tonight. Might be a bit cold, but I'm feeling pretty comfortable.
And you wanted it that way.
Ooh, damn! Oh, it is cold. I got really cold last night. My car thinks it's 36 degrees outside. I don't know what's wrong with my car, but it was cold. I got out and I in the middle of the night to use nature's toilet, and I can tell you by my Canadianness that it was about -9 last night or so Celsius. Yeah, I'm cold, and the sunlight's already coming up for sunrise, and hopefully it's warm. I managed to not turn the car on though until 5 in the morning.
It was 4.
4:45.
It was 4. I checked the watch.
I couldn't feel my legs though.
How can you stay awake forever? How do you keep no regrets when it appears?
So this morning with the stars, we had a problem with the shadow. Today we're hoping to use the shadow to our advantage here, because the sunrise is right that way and the spire right in the middle, we think potentially can catch the side light of the sunrise and almost create like those old clocks, those sundial clocks, a sundial clock effect, and create a big shadow down the valley. But I don't think that's gonna happen for a little while, and there's already some beautiful color in the sky. So when I was walking past here this morning, I saw a gap in this snow. leading right at the spires, and it's the only foreground I've seen since we've been here for like 24 hours now that I like. So I'm gonna bust out the wide angle lens. So I really think the photo works. Definitely think the photo works. There's this really nice triangle in the foreground that's just like, it's a gap in the rocks leading down to the spires, and you have that gap almost working like a zigzagging leading line straight at the spires, and then the sky off in the distance is catching some pink light. And I'm gonna keep shooting it because that's what photographers do. They find something they like, they take the photo of it, and then they take that same exact photo 20 more times.
Not what we thought we wanted, tossed in. You couldn't see it coming, what we needed, not what we thought we needed.
I'm wondering if I've got a snot icicle yet. That first photo I think is done. I think I've beaten that dead horse. And it is time to move on to another shot. The sky's gone really beautiful purple that way, but it's opposite what we were planning and hoping to photograph. But I'm gonna run over to that side of the viewpoint and see if there's another photo before the sun comes up.
Don't give up, don't give in.
So I've been sitting waiting for like 20 minutes for this to happen, and I don't think it's gonna happen. The spire's farther into the canyon than it looked originally, and the whole middle of the valley is catching light, but the spire's not catching anything. And I don't think we're gonna get that sundial effect until like probably noon. So we're gonna sit and see what happens over the next 20-30 minutes, but this is probably a fail. Okay, it's warming up. Whew, it was cold though this morning. Yeah, it was a fail. The sun just doesn't get high enough, quick enough this time of year. And so we didn't get that. But I am, I think, really happy with the morning photo. I'm glad I found that little composition there. And I'm actually gonna go shoot a sunset today at a place called Grand Falls, which is about 2.5 hours back towards Phoenix. So let's hit the road. Actually, we should probably say goodbye to these guys. You'll see them again in like 2 videos. Yes. So maybe we don't need to say goodbye.
Take everything we have and let the new begin. Won't give up, won't give in. Take everything we have and let the new begin.
Just on the way back to Phoenix, and I wanted to location scout a spot that I'd seen a couple photos of, but never saw a good photo of, I guess, or a great photo, and thought that, you know, maybe I'd like to try to make a good photo of it. It's called Grand Falls, and it's basically a waterfall that tumbles right down through the desert. I think it's actually the Little Colorado River, but the thing about it is there's basically no water now. Yeah, the thing about it is, let me show you. You can see the waterfall. There's all these tiers, and I'll show you some B-roll after. But there's all these tiers to the waterfall, and when the water levels are really high, it just comes chucking through here. But it can also go totally dry, and I think you kind of need either it to be chucking through or just more water than this.
So cracking, I'll crumble. Cracking, I'll crumble. Cracking, I'll crumble. Weightless in the morning, in the evening I'll stumble. Cracking, I'll crumble. Cracking, I'll crumble.
Yeah, water levels are really low. We actually checked on a rafting website this morning, and the water levels were at 30, I don't know what metric that is. They're 30 somethings, and now it's all the way down to 5. So the water levels are dropping. We thought that with all the snow that they had, that the water levels would be high, but they've already melted. This is like flash flood area, so the water comes and goes, and it is a spot I definitely need to come back to when the water levels are high, because I think there is a couple really cool photos there. And since there's not a great photo today, I'm gonna end the video. It's been fun with Chris and Mike. You'll see more of them. They're gonna be hanging out with me lots here in Arizona, and there's gonna be a lot more Arizona content coming up. I have a bunch of new locations I really wanna check out, and we will check out over the next couple weeks on this channel. So lots more photography here in Arizona to come, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Peace.